Hey, good morning, friends. Today, my friends, is Thursday, June the 12th, 2025, and the time now is 7:47 a.m. So, friends, despite all the warnings, despite knowledge of the potential consequences of his or her action, one dumbass opened the gate of hell and as a result unleashed a very dangerous, terrifying, vicious demon. Now, that demon is going around just murdering people, basically killing everyone and taking their souls. Now, as a people on earth, we do have two options. One, we can go and confront the dumbass who opened the gates of hell, unleashing chaos upon the rest of the world, or we can fight the demon back to hell. If you ask me, I'm going to say that I believe that our priority as a global community, the earth, the world, should be how do we come together and fight the demon back to hell? How do we come together once again and fight the demon back to hell? Our priority should be defeating the demon and staying alive, basically living. Once we succeeded in defeating the demon, killing the demon, or fighting the demon back to hell, then we can confront the dumbass who opened the gates of hell, unleashing chaos upon the rest of the world. Friends, we can curse out the dumbass for unleashing chaos upon the rest of the world. Now, friends, you're probably asking yourself, what am I talking about? Probably doesn't make sense to you. But this analogy kind of bears fruit. It bears semblance to what is happening in the United States. We are talking in this case about ICE raid in the United States, and the one in Los Angeles, California is much more prominent, where immigrants, legal or illegal, and in this case, it is said that many of the people who are being roughed up by ICE agents and other law enforcement agents, detained and or shipped to somewhere, many of them are legal immigrant, legal migrant, or people who are currently in the process of obtaining their legal documentation to stay in the United States. It is said that their documentation process are being halted and they are being deported. Now, friends, on social media, there is a lot of trolling happening on social media. Many are trolling the Latino community for what they did, okay, or what members of the community did, voting Donald Trump into office. Now, as I said earlier, okay, the analogy that I started with, despite the fact that he or she may have been warned, despite the fact that he or she may have had idea, okay, of the potential consequences for his or her action, the dumbass went about opening the gates of hell and unleashing chaos, a very vicious demon, upon the rest of the world. As I said earlier, guys, we have two options. We as a collective can confront the dumbass and let him or her have it, basically shoving our feet right up his or her ear hole. Or we can come together as a collective, fighting the demon back to hell, defeating the demon, and then we can then confront the dumbass. Now, in terms of what is happening in the United States, as much as many are saying that a lot of the votes that came from some of the immigrants community or from the Latino community, which is being heavily blamed, led to Donald Trump coming into office again. And now Donald Trump is unleashing chaos upon the rest of the United States, the American citizenry, all the people in America, citizens or immigrant, legal or illegal. The famous phrase that is being used throughout the United States and on social media, most especially, is FAAFO. Once again, FAAFO, which is fuck around and find out. As a global community, friends, and as a community of people in the United States, whether we are talking about illegal or legal immigrants, citizens or immigrant, the priority should be that, yes, those people who voted for Donald Trump, especially those in the Latino community, yes, we can say that they fucked around. And my friends, they've been finding out. We should also acknowledge that the fuckery happened and the finding out stage has been happening. However, friends, as a collective, we need to acknowledge the fact that we need to end the finding out phase and come together and basically extend hands of solidarity with members of the communities and those who are being targeted. Now, on social media, many are saying that African Americans, Black Americans, should not engage in the protest against ICE. And many African Americans, they are right in that. Many are saying that black bodies have been used, okay, or black people have used their bodies to fight for the freedoms that many Americans, okay, or many in America, legal or illegal immigrants or citizens and immigrant, continue to benefit from. However, friends, it also seems that many in the African American community are still angry of the fact that they felt that many in other communities, in the Latino communities, most especially, could have or should have extended hands of solidarity and voted against Donald Trump, but they voted for Donald Trump, leading to what is happening in the United States. However, I do believe that Black Americans need to engage in the struggle against ICE and Donald Trump. And I also believe that just because many in the Latino community voted for Donald Trump, helping Donald Trump winning the presidency, doesn't mean that the Black American community, in trying to say that you voted for this, doesn't mean that the Black American community should then abandon the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Africans. Because the truth here is, those members of the Latino community that voted for Donald Trump, they are not the only ones who are being impacted by Donald Trump's savagery. Africans are being deported and roughed up. Haitians and Jamaicans are being roughed up on the street and arrested, detained, and in addition, members of the Latino community that did not vote for Donald Trump are also being roughed up, arrested, detained, or deported as well. So my thing here is I hope that the black community come out and engage, okay? Extend hands of solidarity with the Latino and with the immigrant community because what is happening here is going to impact everybody. Now, one of the things that is being said on social media is that black people are basically stressing the notion that the fight against ICE is not their fight. So many are saying, this fight is not my fight, or this fight is not our fight. I think it is wrong. One is that black people must extend hands of solidarity and must come together with the Latino and other groups, the immigrant groups. But also, what is happening here is that the Trump administration, as much as what they are doing with ICE, arresting immigrants in LA and elsewhere in the United States, as much as they are doing this with pride and it is basically making them feel good with their community, with the Trumpers and the MAGAs, I believe that they've done stupid things in that they are waging wars on multiple fronts, which could lead to their defeat. One being that when Trump came to power, as I said many times in other videos, is that he declared war on China and on the rest of the world, about 180 countries. In this case, friends, I'm talking about the economics slash trade slash tariff war, which he has been losing and has been backtracking. As a result, many have been calling him Trump tackle. Trump always chickens out. Donald Trump also attacked DEI. Donald Trump also attacked the Black History, attacked the Black History Museum in Washington, D.C., and so on. It is said that because of the cuts that Donald Trump has been implementing, it has led to about 100,000 black women, just black women alone, have lost their jobs. So looking at this, as much as many African Americans will say, yes, they are citizens and that they are not going to be deported, let's not forget that the brutality that black Americans have faced throughout American history and continue to face. But the fact that Trump has led to many African Americans losing their jobs. Trump's continue to make cuts that impact the black community. Trump is attacking DEI. He is attacking Black History Month. This is evident that what is happening in the United States is a fascist slash anti-African, anti-black, anti-immigrant activity going on in the United States. Just this week, just on Monday, Trump travel ban came into effect. Of the countries that are on the current travel ban, which came into effect on Monday, The majority of them are African countries. So in this case, Trump is already attacking black people. Haiti is also supposed to be on that list. So this is a fight that African Americans should realize. Forgetting what many in the Latino community did, voting for Donald Trump. This is a fight that many African Americans are part of because the war is being waged on them as well. So my thing here is, many may not like the decision that some Latino or some immigrant groups made. But my friends, the truth here is there is a demon, as I've said earlier, that has been unleashed, and that demon is killing the heck out of people all over the world. We may not like what other people did to us, but we need to join together and fight this demon back to hell. That is what solidarity is. We don't have to agree on everything, but as a community or as communities, the one thing that we can agree on, or we should find at least one thing that we should agree on, and we can build solidarity, we can build cooperation on that one thing and strive toward a greater success for all of us. Trump, he is coming at immigrants and Latino, but he has been also attacking black people. Blacks and Latinos may not agree on what happened on the 5th of November 2024, leading to Donald Trump winning the presidency. But the truth here is, it is evident that Donald Trump is attacking everybody. Therefore, he is everyone's enemy. Yes, I do believe that black Americans must join the fight, the struggle against ICE, against the raid and the mistreatment of immigrants. So now, if you're a black American person, please say it with me. This fight is my fight. This fight is my fight. This fight is my fight. Please, my friends, say it to all of your friends and family members who are stressing the notion that black people should not engage in the struggle against ICE, or that black people should not support Latino or immigrant. This is their fight too. Once again, friends, if you're a black American, an African American, please say it with me. This is my fight. This is my fight. This is my fight. Now, friends, please tell me what you think, and I really want to know what you think. But friends, I am going to end here. I want to thank you for being a member of the Echoing Voice community, my friends. But most especially and most importantly, friends, or most important, I want to thank you a lot for watching the Echoing Voice. Peace.